Welcome back to another video today here again on Forza Horizon 5 to check out another week's car pass vehicle. So last week we had a look at this Renault 8 Gordini, so the sort of rallying classic Renault vehicle, and previously before that we had the Subaru. But this week, if we quickly head over to car pass, and this by the way is where you get your car if you want it, this week we have an old muscle car, because we definitely didn't already have enough of those in the game. But yeah, a 1970 Mercury Cyclone spoiler, which you can see has a massive 7-litre engine, which they've somehow only got 370 horsepower out of. Although... I thought that was usually out by now. I might have to restart my game to jog its memory, to make it remember that we're into the new season. There we go, restarting the game did it, and now my Bronco's the correct colour red. So last time I had loaded up it was yellow for some reason. So I think the game had just forgotten many things for no reason, which I wouldn't put it past Forza. But anyway, yeah, it says in Forza that we have... Oh, there's no designs, obviously, so we're going to have to tick through manufacturer options. That is very citrusy. That's quite interesting. I think... I'll go with that for now. I'll probably end up recolouring it when we come back to customize it and see what upgrades are available. We'll run it stock first, but yeah, it says in Forza it has 370 horsepower, although the internet seems to think it has 325. But there's not much info out there. Apparently they weren't really very well documented until quite recently. Some enthusiast put some information online in the last 10 years or so. But yeah, it's an interesting looking thing. That's a very strange... whatever that is. But yeah, massive engine, not much power, big muscly thing. Look at that. There's a caution fan, whatever that is. Mercury 429, that looks cool actually. Anyway. We have many classic muscle cars in this game, so I'm not quite sure why they felt the need to add another one, but it's quite different to the last two we've had. We've basically had rally cars so far. Subaru and the Renault. So yeah, we'll see what this is like, and then, well, we don't know what we're getting next week. There's no information. Yes, not much power, but very little grip. It's still able to do that all the way up the hill. It is a bit stupid. It looks a bit stupid with that spoiler badge there, because it looks like it's just describing the fact it has a spoiler. American cars have very strange names. Cyclone spoiler. What does that even mean? I tell you what though, this is absolutely dreadful to drive. What just happened to the wheel? Like half the rear wheel doesn't spawn. That is very interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it's both wheels. Well, both wheels, all four wheels. But yeah, it's slightly fast, got a bit more power than the Renault, but it is the worst thing I've driven. Very slow and still got no grip. You can still see that. Oh, it's not got any brakes either. Time to fix it. It's absolutely terrible. So yeah, don't bother driving this stock. So let's start with. Ooh, oh, we can put the diesel in it, or a V8, or a V12, or a V8, or a V10, or a V8, or a V8. How many V8s is that? 2, 3, 5. If you count the diesel and then the stock engine, which I'm assuming is a V8. So 6 different V8s, or a V10 or a V12. I'll leave the engine itself alone, I think. Maybe go supercharger. I feel like that suits a muscle car a bit better. I'll try and leave it fairly true to what it should be like. That doesn't look quite as good. Forza wing or no wing? Okay, we'll leave that alone. And we do have the supercharger, so that's not entirely wrong. We go semi-slicks. I'm just trying to make it a slightly nicer handling road car. If we put better tyres on it, I'm going to end up with it at the top of A class, aren't I? But rear-wheel drive muscle car. That would be a reasonable thing to aim for, I think. Actually, I don't usually do the wheels, but I feel like a muscle car kind of style would be kind of cool. Something like that, even. I feel like that, but made slightly bigger. That just looks a little bit better, I think. Oh, too many race transmission options again. Those orange lights in the grille are really horrible. Alright, race diff. Brakes. It didn't really have any, so that's quite helpful. Race suspension, I mean, that looks a lot better, other than anything else. I'm not sure why. Yeah, this sort of menus don't make a noise and then suddenly all of the clicking happens at once. I won't do that. Might be worth doing some weight reduction, because it's a heavy old thing. And then whatever, really, maybe we do a exhaust. What about supercharger? That's not a supercharger, is it? Ooh, S1, okay, we'll leave those. I kind of want it. I know I've thrown it together very quickly, but I kind of wanted to aim for the top of A. There we go. Now to change the colour. Oh, we've got 540 horsepower and a bit less weight, if that. So, has anybody actually made a design yet? Come on, community, you've had half an hour. Nope. I mean, there's some nice colours, but I feel like a sort of metal flake, obviously in purple. You know what, it doesn't look too bad. I suppose really those should be chrome, should they, to give the full muscle car effect. We do the mirrors chrome as well. Oh, maybe that's a bit much. Sure, what do we think of that? Actually. No, not wheels, calipers. Make them a nice bright orange. Right. That looks better. I'm going to share this paint if anybody wants a metal flake purple. Then we'll go and find a race. So here we are. It looks quite good actually out in the sun, I think. And it doesn't have a stupid thing that says spoiler under the spoiler. Okay, it's still lacking traction a bit. I mean, it is still rear-wheel drive. I've tried to keep it, oops, at least a little bit true to what it should be. Yeah, it doesn't drive the best. I love these old style speedometers. It only goes to 140, which is a bit disappointing. Why is there a sign in the middle of the dash saying hi to Beam? Who is Beam? Very strange. Why is the rev counter over? That is a weird place for a rev counter. Anyway, yes, a race. So, the Las Affaires street race. Mostly because I'm trying to work through the street races at the moment because I've not done them. Those headlights are amazing. Wow. Look at that. It's like a Christmas tree. I do quite like how much the lights reflect, like on the rear chrome there. On the front, it's just ridiculous. Look at that. Oh no. Thank you, Audi. I was too busy looking at the collapsed sun on my bumper. These AI aren't on the most difficult setting, they're on... They're 3 down from unbeatable, whatever that is. Which is probably just as well in a car that doesn't really handle very well. But that is amazing. That is kind of just... Well, I was just thinking it's another old muscle car, which it sort of is, but that's kind of made up for it. Because it is sort of quite a random car to add. Like a 70s quite obscure muscle car when we've got quite a selection of 70s muscle cars, I'll be honest. And when there's some quite nice cars, yes, I'm going to mention the DBS again, that have been removed since Horizon 4 that they could be putting in. Although if they put that as a car pass car, it would be kind of cross, because they've just taken it out. So I suppose... Yes, they need to be new vehicles to the game, but it's not one that I can imagine anyone particularly requested. I've messed that up a lot. It's not looking good. We're back in 6th at 85% through the race. And there's me saying I'm doing these to try and complete the street races. Well, I'm not going to at this rate. And they're not even on a particularly difficult difficulty. I've just not built this very well. It kind of needs all-wheel drive or aero or something. Just doing the tyres was not enough. But that headlight makes up for everything. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, not sure what else I can say about this car really. Well, we haven't got the headlights on anymore, but it's another 70s muscle car that isn't particularly good, but has an amazing set of headlights. So it's not very good at being a car, but it is very good at being the sun. is basically what we've discovered. I mean, it looks cool, but it looks like any other, well, apart from that completely wacky front end, looks like any other 70s muscle car. So yeah, I'm not really sure why they felt the need to add it, but I love the headlights, so it's all worth it. But anyway, that is the third and final car pass car we know about so far. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm guessing there'll be an update. Traditionally they did the update on Tuesdays, so I'm guessing on Tuesday there will be an update, and we'll find out what's coming in the following season next Thursday, which is when whatever gets added will be released. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the car pass car is, as long as it's not anything rally related or a muscle car, because we've kind of done that, then I'll be happy. But yeah, for now, I'm not sure there's a lot else I can say about the Mercury Cyclone spoiler that I haven't already. It's a new car that we don't necessarily need, but has an amazing set of headlights. That's all there is to it, really. So that probably is where I'm going to leave the video, taking a look at this new car. So if you have enjoyed it and you aren't already subscribed, please consider doing so. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next video very soon.